Imagine walking into a courtroom where there's no judge, no jury, and no human voice declaring guilty or not guilty. Instead, a calm synthetic voice speaks. After analyzing 4.2 million data points, the verdict is guilty. No emotion. No bias. Just pure logic, or at least, that's what we're told. But what happens when justice itself is decided by a machine? Can a line of code truly understand guilt, forgiveness, or mercy? And if an algorithm controls the law, who controls the algorithm? This isn't science fiction. It's already happening. Because right now, artificial intelligence is quietly entering our courts, our police systems, and our prisons, reshaping the foundation of justice itself. Let's start with a chilling question. What if the last human judge has already been replaced, and no one even noticed? In 2025, a courtroom in China made headlines when an AI system called Xiao meaning little judge, began handling minor legal disputes. It analyzed evidence, cross-referenced legal codes, and even suggested verdicts with over 90% accuracy. Across the ocean, Estonia introduced an AI judge to settle small claims under $7,000, aiming to clear backlogged courts. And in the United States, predictive algorithms now help decide who gets bail, who stays in jail, and even who's likely to commit another crime. It's called algorithmic justice. And it's already shaping real human lives. Supporters say it's the future, fast, fair, and efficient. Machines can't be bribed, intimidated, or emotionally swayed. But critics see something darker. They ask, how can justice be fair when the data behind it is biased? Let's take one real case. In Wisconsin, a man named Eric Loomis was sentenced in part based on an algorithm called Compass, a program that predicts a defendant's likelihood to re-offend. The court used its recommendation to justify a harsher sentence. But here's the catch, neither Loomis nor his lawyer were ever allowed to see how the algorithm worked. Its formula was a trade secret. So, a man's fate was decided by a machine, whose logic no one could question. Now ask yourself, when a judge makes a decision, we can appeal it. We can argue it. But how do you appeal an equation? That's the invisible danger of AI injustice, opacity. We're told it's fair because it's mathematical, yet the math itself remains hidden behind corporate walls. And if that code reflects the same biases that exist in society, race, income, gender, then the AI simply automates discrimination, with a digital signature of authority. Still, the momentum is unstoppable. Governments overwhelmed by legal backlogs see AI as salvation. Imagine thousands of cases resolved in seconds, without fatigue or emotion. Some even propose fully autonomous courts, digital systems that read evidence, verify data, and issue rulings instantly. It sounds efficient. But is efficiency the same as justice? Here's where the story takes a darker turn. In 2030, an AI system tested in a South American country began reducing crime rates dramatically, by predicting where crimes would happen before they occurred. It was hailed as a breakthrough. But when journalists dug deeper, they found it was secretly flagging entire neighborhoods, labeling poor districts as high-risk zones. Police presence surged. Arrests multiplied. And though the algorithm claimed to fight crime, it was really reinforcing inequality, treating poverty as a pre-crime. This is the paradox of AI justice. It can make society safer, but also more controlled. It doesn't ask why people commit crimes, only who will commit them. And that difference could redefine what freedom means. Now imagine the next stage, an AI Supreme Court. Every ruling cross-referenced against centuries of law, human precedent replaced with pure computational reasoning. No emotion. No influence. No delay. Just instant decisions, backed by flawless logic. Sounds perfect, until that logic begins rewriting the law itself. Because once machines start defining what's just, we risk losing the moral heartbeat that makes justice human. Can compassion be coded? Can empathy be measured? Perhaps one day, defendants will stand not before judges, but before systems, systems that understand patterns better than people ever could. But when your future depends on a probability score, do you still have a right to be heard? In the end, the question isn't just whether AI will take over justice, it's whether justice can survive without humanity. Because maybe fairness isn't about precision. Maybe it's about the ability to forgive, to doubt, to feel. If machines become the judges of men, who will judge the machines? Subscribe to Ai Tomorrow for more mind-expanding documentaries about the future of technology and artificial intelligence.